Good afternoon, students. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Okay, am I audible to you? Can you hear me now? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Students, can you hear me? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Good
Okay.
evening, sir.
Good evening. Good afternoon, beta. Okay, it's a tute, and section is G. Okay, section G in tute. What we have discussed till today? I think we have discussed. Group has been formed, and after that we discussed the word formation. And what about words? We were doing words formation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any question in word formation you all have?
No, sir.
Okay, so wait a minute, and I'll will start words often mispronounced. Okay, this will start today. Just give me a minute. Let me share the screen with you, and then we'll talk about. Okay, now we are going to talk about certain words which is often mispronounced. Okay, and you know, set of two words, but both have the different meaning and connotations. This we talk today. Give me a minute, and then we'll begin. Okay. Now, am I audible to you clearly? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me share this screen with you. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, is it being shared? Do you? I think. Do you have this sheet? Words often mispronounced.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this sheet is with you. Okay, so didn't we start this one? I think not.
ये सर 50 तक हो गए थे.
Huh? Till? I think we
50.
discussed this in the last class. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
50 तक हो गए थे.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
yes. जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, yes, you're right. We have discussed. We have started this one. Okay. I think we did till among and between. This we did blatant and flagrant. We have done. Okay. So we have talked about till 50 we have done. Okay. Now again we have two words. One is cap. Okay, till 50. Do you have any question, please, students? Anyone has any problem? Anything which you want to ask? Okay, till 50. Do you have any question? Any word which is somehow confusing you?
No, sir.
Huh? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay,
No,
if
sir.
nobody is speaking, should I wind up this class? If you all are not interested. Harshit is here.
Yes, sir.
Prashant,
Yes, sir.
Kalash, Rohit, Ketan, Parth, Prashant, Isha. कहाँ बोल रहे हो? मुझसे नाराज हो क्या तुम सब?
No, sir.
Are you angry?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
You're not speaking. Either nobody saying yes sir, no sir. Then I think you are somehow not happy with me. Mhm. Do you want change of the teacher? Should I recommend another teacher for you?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. No,
So if you're not responding, it means that perhaps I'm not. You're not interested in me. Okay. Now So, see, so we'll start with a capital and a capital. Okay, what is the difference between these two capitals? Capital and capital. Capital. What is the difference? When you say capital, it's a seat of the government. Okay, an amount of money used for investment. Puji in Hindi is called puji. And again, it's an adjective. Okay, when you're talking about assets, money. Again, capital punishment. When you have when you're going for death punishment, when someone is being punished by death, again this is called capital punishment. Okay, so and this, okay, Paris is the capital of France. See, this is the example we have, seat of the government. Okay, and they plan to increase their advertising once they acquire more capital. Okay, and then we have this capital, capital, the building in which the governing body meets. Okay, so it is the place where governing body meets and talk about and discuss some plans and assignments. So this is what capital. Again, my daughter's class took a field trip to the capital yesterday. Okay, so these two capitals are being pronounced in the same manner, but both have a different meaning according to the context. So you must understand, and the spelling is different. Capital TAL and there's a capital cap TOL. Okay, now, again, we have the same pronunciation, cereal and cereal. See, we have the same pronunciation. Then we say, I want some cereals to eat in the morning for breakfast. When you say, I want to eat cereals in the morning for breakfast, again, we are talking about grain of plants, corn, wheat, etc. And when you say cereal, series, is an adjective of series. What is series, cereal here? And sequence, some arranged programs in sequence.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
oh, sorry. Okay, so did you hear this one and this one?
Sir, we have heard just about serials, a series of episodes. No, sorry, programs.
Okay, okay. So then it means that's fine. So cereal stands for grain, and this series stands for series of something. A type of uh, serial episode. You may say like this, or serial program, like this, which is coming in series. Okay. Now, what is the difference between site, CITE, SIGST, and SITE? There are three sites. What is the first site? When you say site, it means to quote or mention. Are you getting? Suppose that I have cited some examples. Means what? You are talking about that, okay, I have taken some quotations. I have quoted someone. I have mentioned some examples from something. So the author cited several other works that discuss the issue in more detail. But when you go for this side, this is something different. When you say SIGST, of course, it's a different. Why? Because this is the this is the noun of SEE. See, when you say noun of see is called sight, ability to see. He has lost his eyesight. Means what? Aankhon ki roshni. He has lost. So when you say SIGST, this stands for noun of see, dekhna. And again, to catch sight of something. After she lost her sight, my grandmother listened to books on her cassette tape. Now again, this site is again different, and this you can understand from a context. Okay, so here contexts are very important. When you say SITE, it stands for place or location. Those who are civil engineers or those who are mechanical engineers, they know that when they go to the place to visit a site, that site is SITE. So this you need to understand. Don't go for SIGST or don't go for CITE. This is SITE which we are talking about. So the employees arrive at the building site every morning at 7. So when you say building site, it means talking about a place or location. Till here, am I clear to you, bachcho?
Yes, sir.
Students,
Yes, sir.
till here, do you have any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, what is course and course? If you say course and course, there's a difference. What is course? Stand for something which is vulgar, rough, not good, bad, very bad, in fact worst. This is called coarse, something opposite of fine. Okay, this coarse material means not at all good material. Raddi, rough, vulgar material is really appropriate, isn't really appropriate. When you say course, a planned route or a program or a playing range of golf, this is called course. Okay, a golf course, playing range of golf, or a plan. If something has been planned, okay, for like in a curriculum, or uh, a route is there or a program is there, this is known as a course. Okay, so course means vulgar, odd, rough, and course stands for something planned, program or route. Okay, what is complement? Again, this will be asked. Even people may ask you while traveling. You will be asked in the examination. It's a very, very frequent, very, very most used, very common words in the society. When you say compliment, COMPLI, what is the meaning? Compliment.
प्रशंसा करना.
Yes, compliment stands for word of praise, appreciation, recommendations. Okay, this is called compliment. I have got several compliments from him. Means what? He has been recommended, he has been appreciated, he has been praised. Okay, and but when I say I it's a compliment, COMPLEMENT. Now it's different. Compliment stands for which something that completes, description. Okay, so when you say compliment, COMPLE, this is something which is different. Okay, as a verb, to complete by adding something to make something else whole. This is called compliment. The new
Sir, round off.
beta, excuse me.
Sir, round off.
Round off is something different. Compliment stands for description about something. For example, if I say he is a doctor, so here a doctor is a compliment. Who is the doctor? He is a doctor. So the subject.
Sir, you are not audible.
Compliment, subject complement. Remove a doctor completes the sentence. It's a description about he. So it's in a grammar we use this word, object, subject, object, and complement. In the grammar we use this word complement. Am I right now?
Yes, sir.
And this complement stands for prashansa, praise, word of praise. Again, compose. What is the meaning of compose and comprise? The difference. Compose always take off, OF. Okay, and comprise take what? Comprise does not take any preposition. So when you say when you say composed of, means formed of, made of. Our department is composed of many divisions. Okay, means our department is a includes many divisions. And we say comprise, again consist of. So compose and comprise two different things. Sometimes students may get confused that they use comprise of. Do not use any preposition with comprise. Modern automobiles comprise many complex parts. So comprise here giving the sense of compose of. So it should not be comprise of. This you need to understand. Okay, again, this is very important for the examination perspective. Very important. Very simple question and can be asked. Tricky even. Now, connote and denote. Again, I can bet on that this is coming in the examination because this is very important. Again, this is very important. Connote and denote. What is the meaning of connote and denote? What is connote? Connote stands for to imply or suggest. when you suggest something, when you implicate something, when you indicate something, this is called connote. With this position comes all the prestige such a title connotes. When you say connote, it means you are suggesting something, you are indicating something, sanket karna. And what is denote? Denote stands for to refer to something specifically. Okay, when you refer to something specifically, this is called denote. For example, his bronze skin denoted many hours of labor in the sun. The black skin of Mohan denotes, means refer, many hours of hard labor in the sun. So when you say denote, it means you are referring to something. Okay, and when you say connote, it means you are suggesting something, some implication is there.
So it's just like a little compare.
Huh?
It's just like a little comparing one thing to another.
No, see, comparing is something different. When I say, for
For
example, if I say that, sir,
the not.
uh, if you say, sir, your laptop connotes that it is being damaged or it is being overused. Are you getting my point? When you
Yes,
say,
sir.
if you say, sir,
I'm saying for denote.
okay, I'm coming to it. Coming to that. When you say connote, it means to indicate something. Sir, your laptop connotes that something is not good. Okay, and denote, sir, your laptop denotes that it was from 19th century. Okay, it was, from the laptop from the area of the 19th century. So when you refer to something, or sir, the condition of laptop refers to the to the overuse of it. Okay, like this. So when you refer to something, this is known as a denote. Am I right now?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay, corroborate and collaborate, difference, tell me. What is corroborate and collaborate? What is collaborate? Can anyone tell me? Collaborate, you know the word collaborate. Please tell me what is collaborate.
This collab is
The union of two or three or more than two organizations
When you,
to.
yes, when you cooperate, okay, when you work together, okay, when you go together, okay, in some mission or in some work, this is called collaborate. And corroborate, when you confirm something, okay, their testimonies corroborate each other, okay, confirming each other. So when you confirm, this is called
Yes, sir.
corroborate. And when you say cooperate, help, work together, this is known as a collaborate. Okay, again, this is very important. Both are important. Now consons and consus, can you tell me the difference? Consons and consus, can anyone tell me the difference? Acha, what is consus? Can anyone tell me?
Aware.
Yes, when you aware of, when you know, when you have perceived, when you already you have idea about it. Okay, suppose that if you have you heard that uh, proverb, burnt child that's the fire. सुना है? दूध का जला
Khaji okay.
फूंक के पीता है. It means what? Now a person who is a burnt child, the burnt child dreads the fire. जला हुआ बच्चा आग से डरता है. Same thing. Now when something when mishappening is done to you, definitely second time you will be conscious enough. Okay, you have perceived that particular thing, so you have an idea about it, at what exactly it is. Okay, conscious enough. But when I say concerns, that is depending upon the sense of right and wrong according to the context. So concerns is actually, have you heard the name of the famous psychologist and writer? Am I talking about Sigmund Freud? Sigmund Freud gave these three terms. Okay, and what is conscience? Sachetana. That's what in Hindi it's called Sachetana. Sachetana stands for samajik chetna, social conscious. consciousness. What I mean for this, that when you say conscience, it stands for your sense of right and wrong. That differs according to your context. In some cases, animals hunting is not good. It is not acceptable. But in many religions and many contexts, it is good. So that is depending upon the sense of right and wrong is depending upon the setting in which you are staying in. Okay. So this is called conscience and conscious, two different things. Okay, console. Again, this is very important. Console and counsel. Can you please tell me what is the difference between console and counsel? आपका फ्रेंड अगर तकलीफ में है तो आप क्या करते हो? What do you do? You counsel her or you console her?
Cons-
Console.
Yes. Console is,
Comfort.
yes, means to give a comfort at the time of need or at the time of loss. If someone is in pain, you console him or her. Okay. And counsel is an individual who represents his or her country in a foreign country. So in a foreign in abroad, if an individual representing his or her country, this is called council. The British Council had made a wonderful impression on the government leaders. Now we have council and council. What is difference? Do you know the word counseling? Do you know the word counselor?
Yes, sir.
When you say council, a group that consults or advises or that is chosen to represent others. The members of the town council could not agree on the issue. So whenever you say council, you are talking about a group of consultants, which has been chosen for representing. And when you say council, it's an advice. Okay, an advice. It's a noun. When you have if you are a legal counsel for someone, legal advisor for someone, legal counsel for someone. So when you advise someone or someone, this is called counsel. So again, this is very important, can be asked in the examination. Now, credible and credulous. What is credible and what is credulous? Credible and credulous. Credible stands for, actually this credit stands for belief. Okay, something which is believable or trustworthy, this is called credible. वो सुना है तुम लोगों ने, इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया, अतुल्य भारत, अतुलनीय भारत. Okay, when I say trustworthy and believable, this can also be known as a credible. But what is credulous? A person who is naive, a person who is almost innocent, a person who can believe very quickly. Okay, this is called credulous. A person who believes easily on something, this is called credulous. After being swindled twice, Jaswinder was not so credulous anymore.
Sir, what is the difference between incredible and credible?
Credible means trustworthy. Incredible stands for you unbelievable. Are you getting my point?
Okay, sir.
Unbelievable India means what? How these things can be accommodated in India. This is impossible to accommodate. So many cultures it has. How it can accommodate all those cultures? Incredible. Okay, unbelievable. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, difference between deduce and deduct. Deduce and deduct. Deduce stands for To infer from a general rule or principle. You know the word deduction. When you deduct is something different. When you say deduction means when you draw something from a general rule, from general to particular. This is called deduce. After studying the relevant data, the directors deduced that a merger was disadvantageous. So when you are going through a lecture and you have taken something which is very important for you, this is known as a deduction. Okay. Or when you gave a rule and then after that you gave an example, deduction is there. Okay. And deduct when something has been some money, some part of something has been taken away or subtracted. This is called deduct. For example, he chose to deduct money from her paycheck every month to give to charity. Now again, discrete and discrete both are important. Again, for the examination purpose, both the questions can be asked. Remember, when I say discrete, discreet, discrete stands for someone is intelligent, prudent, wise, tactful, smart. Okay, I can say dexterous. When I say all these things, or sagacious, wise. Okay, so when you say discrete, it means a buddhiman, prudent, active, tactful, prudent, discreet. But when I say discrete, discrete, discrete stands for when something you have to separate something, you have to distinct something. This is called discrete. Didn't Texan always want to remain a discrete society? Discrete society means what? A separated society, a distinct society. Okay. So again, this is very important, discrete and discrete. Okay. Till 79, do you have any question? Anyone has?
No, sir.
What about disinterested and uninterested? What is disinterested? Do you know? Disinterested. When you say interest, opposite of interested is disinterested and uninterested. But there's a wide difference. Let me tell you.
So disinterested is like first interest gets created and then it gets spoiled, and uninterested really don't have any kind of interest in that particular thing.
When you say disinterested, it means mm, fair. It means impartial. क्या बोलते हैं आप उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हो निष्पक्ष डू यू नो निष्पक्ष a person who does not take any side, a person who is neutral, a person who is objective. This is called disinterested. Mostly judge. All the judges should be disinterested. Means what? Fair, impartial. But when you say uninterested, it means that you are not interested. And this question again coming in the examination, I can bet on that. So when you say uninterested, it means you are at all not interested in a particular thing. Okay. When you say disinterested, it means it is impartial, or you are impartial, or you are just fair. Last segment for today. What is this? Illicit and illicit. Illicit stands for ELICIT. It stands for what? When you bring out, bahar nikalna, or when you bring out or when you draw forth. When you draw something for yourself or for some purpose, this is called nikalna, illicit. And when you say ILLICIT, it's called illegal, not acceptable, unavoidable, inevitable, illegal. So you will be terminated for participating in illicit activities, illegal activities. Okay. So this you need to understand. When we talk about illicit and illicit, both are two different things. One is draw forth and second is illegal. Okay.
Sir, you are not audible.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Till 83, do you have any question? Do you have anything to ask? Till 83, 82 and 83?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, then this sheet is with you, I think. The sheet is with you.
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Sir, how do you think that this question is important and this is not?
No, see, no, what is
You are I know you are a teacher, but I just want to know
Yeah, I'll
how
let
do
you. From where question is asked, when two things are fighting, or whenever where two things are something, a twist is there, a confusion is there, or something which is always mispronounced, something which is always proven wrong. These are the areas where question comes from where these questions come.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
See you in the. Anyone else has any question? Anyone else? Is this sheet is with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then thank you all. See you in the next class. Bye.
Thank you, sir.